Morning, everybody. It is Tuesday, April 4th, kind of sneaking up on about a week from now. I'll be heading off to Dallas for 3 nights with Lyle at the Majestic Theater, and then come home for 2 days, I think, and then I head to Orlando for the Orlando Film Festival with Denny Tedesco to screen the movie, and then go ahead from there to Austin to do a private function that Lyle's doing, and then get home after that. And lots of stuff going on. It's good. It makes me feel useful. It's another gorgeous day outside. It's got a nice little bite in the air. It was really cool last night. I mean, there's parts of the country that are, in the world that are freezing. But here, when it gets cold, it gets cold. It's all relative to where you are and what you're used to. But feeling better. Today, I just sent off birthday wishes, but again, I'm going to send off birthday wishes to Danny Korchmar, Cooch. It's his birthday today. I love Cooch madly. He's one of my favorite people in the world. And so I sent him off birthday wishes. I'll call him later on. Just wanted him to wake up to this mug wishing him happy birthday. Today I'm going to grab a song here from a project that I worked on. I was part of back in 1976 with a band called American Flyer, and this is a self-titled album. And the band was made up of Craig Fuller, Doug Ewell, Eric Kaz, and Steve Katz. And then later on, after this, then I believe it was after this that we ended up doing the Kaz Fuller album when they became a duo. But a little info here. They formed in 1976 and released 2 successful albums on United Artists before disbanding in 78. They also created one minor hit, Let Me Down Easy, which hit number 80 on the U.S. Billboard Hot 100 in 1976. The musicians on this are, I shared bass duties with a couple of different bass players, Scotty Edwards and Fred Blackmeyer, and stuff. But we also, on this album, there was Alvin Taylor on drums, who I did Billy Thorpe's Children of the Sun with, Larry Carlton, the great Vince DeRosa on French horn, Earl Dammler on horn and oboe, Gary Coleman on percussion, the late great Rusty Young on pedal steel, Ernie Watts on sax, Joe Sample on Fender Rhodes, and Byron Berline on fiddle. Now, the thing that really excited me about playing with these guys on this album was the fact that it was engineered and produced and arranged by George Martin, the Beatles' George Martin. It was the first time I ever got to work with George and meet him. The other engineer on this is John Mills, and assisted by John Arias and Steve Maslow. We cut this at Indigo Ranch Studio, which was out in Malibu. And but it was, I'm sitting in the studio just thinking to myself, don't suck, that's George Martin sitting behind the board. And then after that, I did a number of projects in London at Air Lyndhurst Studios, which was George's studio. And George was there a lot, so I spent a lot of time with him, sitting in the canteen just talking, and he was, telling stories and stuff. And he's one of the most delightful gentlemen I've ever known in this business. I mean, really just one of those guys, but you're always kind of like sitting there, no matter how casual and it all gets, and you're having just as good, and you're in the back of your head going, it's George Martin, it's George Martin. So a trip. It was really a trip. But I did a song here called The Woman in Your Heart. And so I'm going to go ahead and play that one for you, make this a nice little quick visit today here. And so this is American Flyer from 1976, The Woman in Your Heart.
Don't I love you right? And don't I take good care of you? I'm making it easy as I can. And there ain't nothing I won't do. 'Cause you're getting all of my good time and all of my loving too. Oh, I can see your hearts are breaking, and I'm finally starting to give just the woman in your heart. And what you wanna be will come out easy if you try. It don't matter too much to me. Just don't let it get past you, 'cause it'll leave you sitting high and dry. And you're gonna get a blue, blue feeling, and you're bound to start to wondering why you don't ever get to sleep at night. And the feeling's never quite right for you, and you lay awake and wondering in the morning light what it is and what you're gonna do. Well, maybe it's not so hard to find. It's just some woman in your mind. 'Cause it's all so clear, and I guess it's just the same old story. 'Cause it'll take away your pride and glory, and it'll make you sing a sad, sad song. You gotta take real good care not to let her get past your door. 'Cause if you do, she'll take your heart away, and you'll have to give her all your loving just to get around. Just to get around. That brown-eyed mountain girl sure does look different from the time I let her go. I think it's something in her smile, and it could be something in the way she said hello. Oh, she keeps telling me it's so easy, and I can see she's down so low. And I wouldn't want to take advantage. She's a pretty hard girl to manage, and I know it's such a long, long time. She's been the reason, and she's even been the line, but I think maybe I'll find she's just some woman in my mind. Yeah, just another woman in my mind. And she's been there all the time. Just another woman in my mind. Just a woman in my heart. And she's been there from the start. Just another woman in my mind. Just another woman that keeps on coming back.
Interesting that the hook line in it said, "Just another woman in my mind," yet the song is entitled "The Woman in Your Heart." Liberties, that's it. It was also funny yesterday when I found the Today Show performance that we did back in 2002, and so many of the comments on there were, "It's so good to see Phil healthy again." You know, really, it's important to really read details on things. It was, 21 years ago that we did that show. And Phil was really healthy then. He's not at this point in his life, and that's really one of the great heartbreaks, is just physically that he's really suffered so much over the years. But please, when there's details on things like a date, read it and don't assume that, oh God, he's well again. Maybe they'll be touring again and all that, or they're back out on the road. It was a long time ago, but it was just, it's every time I see any of the old stuff with Phil, I love to watch it. He was just a force of nature to be around. I loved working with him so much, miss him so much. But let's see, anything else to report here? Glad I'm not in New York City today with the circus that's taking place there, with this insanity that's going on. Hope nobody gets hurt. Just that stuff is just too much. But also I think it's on. I think May 21st. It's either the 21st or the 22nd. Hold on, I am going to pull up my. Excuse me while I whips this out. I'll pull up my calendar here. May 21st, Sunday the 21st. Steve Postel is playing at McCabe's for anybody who's here in LA. He's going to be playing at McCabe's, and there's a bunch of us. He invited me, asked me to play with him, and Russ Kunkel to play with him and stuff. And this is all going to be just an evening of Steve's songs, because a lot of what Steve does, which really isn't evident in the immediate family, is his acoustic guitar playing in like the more of the folk idiom, kind of like the Leo Kottke stuff. That was the first album I did with Steve, was probably about 16 years ago, and that was the kind of music that he did on that album. So it'll be a fun evening. So if anybody's around that evening, come on down to McCabe's and hang out with us. And let's see, anything else? I don't think so right now. I'm going to be doing a book signing for anybody who's in the area and interested in that at Norm's Rare Guitars in Tarzana. He invited me to come down and do a book signing there. We're going to do a promo for it. I'm going to go over and do a little video with Norm, and we'll put that up. But that should be a lot of fun. I mean, he's got, between he and Cliff over there at LA Vintage, these guys have like the most incredible instrument collections in the world. So it's going to be really fun to be down at Norm's, and that's on Saturday, May 6th, I believe. I'm trying to think if there's any other stuff. I'm taking a quick look here. Nope. Think we're doing good. So I'm going to get running here. Got lots to do today, like you do, like everybody has. And just wishing all the very best. And I will see you tomorrow. Got something I was going to do today. I'm going to do it tomorrow, because I discovered American Flyer. I thought, let me grab that while I'm thinking about it. So it gets deep. So talk to you later. Bye.